It's a brand new season of The Greenhouse, and this is a recap of the first week. 14 new players entered the game of The Greenhouse, including Thomas, who just got his wisdom teeth removed, Nick, who plays these types of games online, and Brady and Rogue from Austin, who know each other but plan to keep that a secret. Additionally, we have previous allies from LBB19, Abrielle and Ali. Will they find similar success in this game? At the start of the game, all of the players shared fun facts about themselves in order to endear themselves to their fellow competitors. Edmund immediately caught on to Rogue and Brady.
I'm already observing a lot. I'm already noticing a few things. I think Rogue and Brady are really close because they came from Austin together, and they just seemed really friendly with each other, like they knew each other.
Shakira claimed that she was her own biggest threat in a confessional during the beginning of the game, and during the challenge, that appeared to be true. For the first Greenhouse challenge, one person would be Joker each round, sending another player into the Greenhouse to claim a power or seed hunt. Every person who entered the Greenhouse would choose the next Joker. As a result, the chain was disjointed, so it was difficult to send someone into the Greenhouse and expect immediate reciprocation. Shakira asked Rogue, the first Joker, to enter the Greenhouse, and she went right in and grabbed the Rose, one of the nominating powers. This was a shocking decision, as many players expected the others to fly under the radar for this first week. During the first split up of the first challenge, Nick turned to his group of 5 or so people and told them that he felt good about the group and wanted to form an alliance with them. Rogue made a deal with Shakira to become the next Joker if he sent Shakira into the Greenhouse. Whenever Rogue realized that he couldn't send himself in as Joker, he regretted the deal and sent in his friend Brady, who claimed the other nominating power, the Sunflower, which means that both of the most powerful powers in the game were grabbed right off the bat.
So I went into the Greenhouse, I went into this competition wanting power because I really think it's gonna help build relationships. I know that's gonna put a target on me, but at the same time, I think I'm gonna be able to leverage. I didn't nominate you last time, so please don't nominate me. I think it'll cut more deals, and probability-wise, I think it just made sense. Protect me.
Brady and Shakira agreed that their positions in the Greenhouse would help them develop early alliances in the game, putting them in a good position at the start.
I knew that just from watching a little bit of the past seasons that like the Rose was something that people typically like to pick, so I went for it just because it was familiar to me, and the envelopes weren't as familiar. I don't really know what was going on in there, but I feel, I made a power move. I feel that I went for it, so hopefully people see that in me and they see that as an advantageous characteristic that they can be like, that girl, she goes for it. I want to be on her side.
Brady chose someone other than Rogue to be Joker with the understanding that Rogue would be sent in next. Rogue chose the third Greenhouse power, the Tulip. Now that all of the Greenhouse powers had been drawn, players were fighting to be one of the first 10 players in the Greenhouse itself. That is because everyone started with 0 seeds this season, and the first 10 people to enter the Greenhouse in this challenge would receive their first seed of the game. The bottom 4 players would receive nothing. A chain was coordinated between the players. Thomas was sent in next and chose a fire hunt because he's familiar with the property because he lived here growing up. Nick was sent into the Greenhouse next and changed up the order a little bit. While in the Greenhouse, Nick grabbed one of the 2 poison seeds. The poison seeds automatically trigger the twist of this season, the Poison Daisy Chain. If either holder of a poison seed puts that seed in the box at Holly's station at the auction, the next elimination will automatically be a double elimination safety chain, where the person voted out chooses the first person who starts the chain. So one person gets voted out and one person is left unsaved by the chain. The first 5 players who were out of the challenge agreed to form a Power 5 alliance. That's Rogue, Brady, Shakira, Thomas, and Nick. Edmund was supposed to go next in the chain, but after Nick chose the wrong Joker, there was a bit of debate before Edmund was ultimately sent in. This upset Edmund, and he thought that Nick was acting shady, especially because Nick grabbed the poison seed. Edmund grabbed the earth hunt, which told him to find different purple dots around the yard. Connecting those dots will form an X. At the center of that X, a seed was buried. Edmund began to share the seed with everyone who had been eliminated from the challenge. Brady took issue with this because he thought Edmund was being irresponsible with his information.
So I chose the tulip, which basically means I blocked 2 people from voting for the round. I chose a power because I wanted immunity this first round, but also I feel like this could be very beneficial later on. If I choose the right people to bank their votes, I feel like it can be very helpful in the later rounds. So
I want to be able to influence this game. Like, you have to start from round 1. Because if I get to the end and I want to be able to say, like, okay, I made moves from round 1. Even if I wasn't right out in front, I made moves to position myself to get further in the game. And I think picking that poison seed is going to be the catalyst for making relationships and making alliances to be like, okay, like, let's get these numbers up. When we play this, we're all safe.
Back at the challenge, Allie had taken charge, making sure that she would be sent in next, followed by Kat and Zach.
That's great. Alright, I chose fire because I figured it was a seed hunt, and like I could think of places to go hunt for fire. But the card says that I will be summoned for a special ceremony, which makes me think that it'll be something similar to last game where they had to pick a target. So I'm anxious to see what this means.
So how are you feeling about everybody else in the greenhouse?
Good. I'm confident with the 3 people in power this week. I think we have a strong relationship, so I don't think I'm in danger this week, which is good. And yeah, I'm this first round. I'm just trying to like form relationships and try to make people trust me.
Allie claimed the second of the poison seeds. I should point out one more part of the poison seed. The poison seed cannot be played while the holder is nominated. Additionally, the poison seed is not passable. Allie and Kat agreed to work together to try to find the earth seed. At this point, everyone knew the clue. Zach and Olivia drew the air hunt, which was a frisbee golf race. Olivia ultimately won the seed.
I think it's going well. I kind of want to come across as a little like unassuming, and I think that's working. I have people who are like, yeah, I'd love to work with you. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll work with whoever. I don't think anyone I'm with has like hard alliances right now, which is good. People picking the powers early made me nervous, but I think some of them are willing to work with me, so that's reassuring.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The bottom 4 players in the challenge were Shane, Bryn, Jack, and Abrielle. They all had no seeds going into the game, so they were desperate to get some headway on the seed hunts.
I'm fucking pissed. Why am I the last 4? Like, what is going on? Edmund, my dude. I'm coming. No, I'm just kidding. But we're gonna have to work overtime to figure this out because it's not fun to be picked last. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Water hunt. Shane pulled the water hunt, which involved filling a vase with water in order to release a ping pong ball. If anyone touched the vase, the hunt would be canceled. Not knowing this rule, Thomas grabbed the vase while Shane was running to grab water, ending the hunt for Shane.
Damn it.
And yeah, unfortunately your hunt has been sabotaged.
I didn't know.
Oh my god.
How dare you? I'm joking.
And I don't think I prepared as much as I necessarily should have, so I'm just trying to listen rather than talk. I'm really truly just winging it. And I'm hoping that'll work in my favor and that people will think that I'm like playing dumb on purpose, but I'm playing dumb on serious, so.
Nick pulled Thomas and Bryn to the side as fellow LSU alumni. Nick brought up how the 3 were vibing and wanted to work with them moving forward. Jack, Abrielle, and Thomas were sent to the fire hunt, and they were forced to make a spicy decision. They had to choose one player to target, and whichever player successfully eliminated their target first would receive 2 seeds. In order to avoid making enemies with the outside cast, The three agreed to pick each other, making them a circle of targets and bonding them in the process.
I feel like early on, I want to make safe moves and not put myself in everyone's attention. So I feel like that's a real saving face kind of moment, you know? Like, I don't want to pick someone that's not in that group that doesn't know the intentions. Because the intentions can very easily be misconstrued, and I'm not trying to go home first, or second, or third.
Abrielle and Thomas agreed that they could move forward with the Fire Hunt Alliance. However, Thomas did voice that he was willing to throw Jack under the bus if necessary. Edmund confronted Nick about the way that he changed the order of the greenhouse pick during the challenge. Nick explained that he didn't mean anything by it and it was honestly a mistake. Brady, Shakira, and Rogue met to discuss the nominations. Brady revealed that he wanted to nominate Brynn because Brynn was the only person he hadn't talked to. Shakira and Brady brought up nominating Jack, but Rogue wasn't into that because he was close to Jack and wanted to block Jack's vote to earn an ally. Rogue pulled Jack to the side and explained that he was doing work to protect Jack and that he planned to block Jack's vote.
Okay, so I'm already nervous because I think I've made a deal with everyone here, except I have made no deals with Brynn, and I never promised anything to Olivia or Jack. So I think those are my three names, and if one person wins immunity out of those, I have two, and I just have to hope Shakira doesn't say it. I am bummed because if I do say Brynn, I'm a target for Thomas. Thomas isn't gonna want to work with me because that's the one person. But also maybe if it's early enough in the game, I cut him off from that relationship and he clings to me, so we'll see.
Edmund and Shane had connected from the start of the game, and they agreed to work together moving forward. Nick pulled Allie and Kat to the side and told them that he felt like they vibed a lot together, forming another alliance. Zach told Shakira that he knew from minute one that he wanted to work with Shakira deep into the game. Shakira told Shane that he would be safe, and Thomas apologized to Shane for canceling his water hunt. The two explained to Shakira what happened, and they had a little laugh about it. Earlier, Brady said that he wanted to keep the Brynn nomination plan a secret from Thomas because Thomas was close to Brynn. Shakira told Thomas that this was how Brady was feeling. Thomas quickly brushed it off and was fine with Brynn being nominated. At the Seed and Immunity Challenge, Thomas won immunity and Zach won 2 seeds.
So one, I accidentally picked up the vase. I did not mean to self-sabotage like the whole water seed hunt, but glad I did. Oops, and it actually looked like an accident because it was. That's iconic. I have Abrielle as my target for my fire seed, which like if Abby goes, oh well, but I think Jack is gonna go home before her, so that would mean that Abby would get the seeds first, which is fine. I just went for immunity because I wanted all the options open for Shakira and Brady, and I won, so that's awesome. And now I'm just kind of relaxed and trying to form my relationships and talk to everybody. I do think Brynn and Zach are, not Zach, I think Brynn is in danger for sure, and maybe Jack. But everybody's cool. Only thing I see is, I think that Nick is trying to talk to everyone and like form relationships that he thinks he has, but I don't think he necessarily does. He's just saying like, oh, I feel really good about us, we're strong. And like, I'm just like standing and saying nothing. But that's my thoughts. I'm feeling fine right now, emotionally and health-wise, so we're doing good.
Nick told yet another group that he felt solid with them, with other players not within that group within earshot.
The 4 of us have all kind of vibed, so yeah. Still good vibes. Hey, Rogue. Hey, Rogue. Don't go Rogue. Come on in here.
Rogue, Shakira, and Brady discussed nominations once more. This time, Nick came up because it was starting to get noticeable just how many alliances Nick was starting to form. Rogue also continued to speak up for Jack.
I kind of made a deal with Jack about giving him this extra seed to kind of help us out later on. And in return, I would try to get his safety. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. But I'm also trying to give them better ideas of maybe who to pick for elimination. But we'll see how that goes.
In the living room, Allie brought up that she was hesitant to start forming any alliances this early in the game, because she had been eliminated from LBB19 for being an overly strategic player. However, Edmund took issue with this, because Allie immediately after that conversation pulled Brady to the side, seemingly to talk game. And yes, that was the case. Brady, Olivia, Allie, and Abrielle discussed the upcoming nominations, and Brady told the 3 other players that they would be safe. He brought up Bryn and Jack as targets, and additionally Nick. Allie was fine with all 3 of those options. Nick pulled Allie and Abrielle to the side and told them that he wanted to form an offbeat alliance, and that 3 of them could really do some damage. Brady told Bryn that she would be nominated for banishment. Bryn recognized that she hadn't studied the rules as much as the other players and figured that she was one of the weaker players in the game and understood the move. Brady told Edmund that he was concerned about Edmund's willingness to share the Earth Seed clue with the rest of the cast. Edmund revealed that this was just because he wasn't good at these kinds of hunts, which seemed to fix the problem, but we'll see. The 3 Greenhouse players met one more time before nominations and agreed to turn on Nick, who was in their initial Power 5 alliance. Shakira said that she would throw up Olivia because she hadn't talked to Olivia at all. And at the nomination ceremony, Bryn, Nick, and Olivia were nominated.
I have a poison seed, and you better remember that, Brady.
Brady was officially Team Bryn and told Bryn that he didn't want to see her go at the start of the auction. He said that Nick was seen as a strong strategic player and would be an easy person to throw a target on. Zach and Olivia bonded during the air hunt, and they agreed to work together. Zach gave Olivia one of the seeds that he won in the Seed Immunity Challenge so that Olivia would be able to uproot herself. Thomas found all 4 dots of the Earth Hunt and unearthed the seed under one of the tiles on the walkway.
Allie showed me where the 4th and final circle was, and so I connected the dots, and then I realized that one plate was kind of different from the others, and so found a seed. I'm not going to really tell anybody. I think Nick saw me, but to be honest, Nick is my target this week, but I think everybody else is saying Bryn. So I'm gonna go fight.
In the instruction video and rulebook of the season, players were notified that they could ask Holly for a seed and she would give them one. In return, she would put a seed into the poison box. Players could not grab more than 1 seed, and only 2 players could accept this offer. Players were not reminded of this rule in order to reward those who watched and learned the rulebook.
I just saw Thomas get the Earth Seed.
Players met to discuss the nominees. Kat brought up that she wanted to see Bryn go because Bryn seemed to be quitting the game. However, it should be clear that Bryn has never said that she doesn't want to play. She just felt the least prepared of the cast. Shane brought up that Nick still had the poison seed, and as a nominee, Nick could not play that seed, and he could not pass that seed away. So if the cast voted out Nick here, one of the poison seeds would be eliminated from the game, in addition to the strong strategic threat posed by Nick himself. Bryn also started campaigning for herself by targeting Nick. She revealed that she was one of Nick's orientation leaders and knew that Nick was an honors student. He's very sharp. Additionally, Zach revealed that he gave Olivia one of his seeds, giving Olivia the opportunity to buy Uproot. Thomas took the opportunity to pull Olivia to the side and told her that she was not in danger for this vote at all, so she could save her seeds.
I'm a little, not that I didn't expect it. I was told by Brady that I wouldn't be put up, so I know I can trust him. I don't hold it against Shakira. We really didn't get to talk, so she was definitely right. Noticed we weren't making eye contact in the living room, so that's no surprise. Yeah, no, definitely strategic game move. If she didn't want to shoot herself in the foot by nominating any people she's talked to more, so definitely understand. I'm gonna try to get off the block, or at least get some security to know that I won't be voted off.
Do you think you're going to keep your seeds, or do you want to try and auction?
I think if I talk to a couple more people that can guarantee that I'll be safe, then I might hold on to them. If I get any kind of iffiness, I'm just going to use them and then hope to compete for more seeds.
Abrielle and Allie locked in their alliance because they worked so well together in the previous Big Brother season. They agreed that they wanted to see Nick stay and probably Brynn go. Kat was the other most vocal advocate in favor of Nick. He thought that Brynn wasn't taking the game as seriously as the others, and she wanted to align with players who were playing hard, like Nick. Rogue confirmed with Jack that Jack's vote would be blocked at the end of the auction. Thomas, Shakira, Edmund, and Brady met to discuss the vote. They agreed that Nick was the biggest threat on the block and that Nick should go home. Thomas brought up that he told Olivia not to use her seeds, but the group agreed that it was probably smarter to have Olivia spin them anyway so that she could waste the seeds and be easier to target later. Ultimately, Olivia didn't bid, and Rogue blocked Jack as planned, and he also blocked Kat as a proponent of Nick in the game. In preparation of the vote, Thomas was honest with Nick and told Nick that he was in danger. Whenever Thomas said that he was not planning on voting Brynn out, Nick was quick to shift his target to Olivia. Immediately after telling Nick that he would consider saving him, Thomas told Rogue that he planned to vote Nick out. Nick campaigned to Shane, but ultimately, Shane was hoping that Nick would offer a bit more in order to secure his vote.
I think I'm gonna probably write Nick. I mean, I gave him an out and said, I don't have any seeds. Like, that's your moment to be like, I have one, I trust you, I'll give you one, and then maybe we can do it. But him taking that poison seed first, like at 4 or something like that, really sets off a lot of alarms. He would not name a target, and you can say you don't hold grudges, but if you can't even say a target, like, I don't believe you. So
all seeds held by the eliminated player will be burned at elimination. In order to save her seeds, Olivia gave all of hers to Zach. Brady, who was all of a sudden Team Brynn, told Brynn that she would be safe, and that everyone but Allie seemed to be voting in favor of Brynn and against Nick. Brynn continued to advocate for herself, explaining that she was seen as one of the weaker players, and as a result she could be taken out at any point of the game, while Nick was a bigger threat who would be difficult to pin down like this moving forward. Additionally, Allie kept speaking up for Nick. However, Zach told her that he had offered pretty much everyone in the cast a final 2 deal at this point, making Allie waver in her loyalty to Nick because she thought that she was Nick's closest ally. But if everyone is Nick's closest ally, is anyone his ally at all? Allie had officially turned on Nick. Additionally, Allie was holding the other poison seed. So if Nick gets voted out here, then Allie is the only person holding a poison seed, and she has nearly exclusive power over when the twist is unleashed on the cast. Kat told Nick that he would likely be voted out at the next vote. Nick was grateful for this and gave Kat both of his seeds for safekeeping. Thomas and Brady celebrated a successful first round, and the two agreed to continue looking out for one another moving forward. Thomas and Shakira know each other from med school and are a tight pair in the game. Thomas tells Shakira that he found the Earth seed, which surprises Shakira. The two agree to tell everyone that the seed has not been found yet. Brynn gave Abrielle her seed for safekeeping, and Abrielle told Brynn that she would be voting out Nick. Whenever Nick met up with Allie just before the vote, Allie explained to him that he was caught in all of his alliances, and Nick could see the writing on the wall. And at the first banishment ceremony, it was Nick who was voted out first, whisked away to have an interview with Caitlyn. And that's everything that happened in this jam-packed first round of the Greenhouse Season 3. We have a great season on the way. Who are you rooting for? See you next time.